So when you take seemingly well-rounded individuals, put them in a vacation setting in an exotic place they've never been to before, put them in life and death situations to kind of rely on their animalistic instincts, their rawness to get their rocks off, so to speak, you get something like Infinity Pool, the new film by Brandon Cronenberg, son of David Cronenberg, starring Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth. Our patron saint, Mia Goth. So let's get into it right now on George Reviews. So Infinity Pool was a film that I've been kind of anticipating for a little bit. I saw the trailer about a month ago, and you know what? I thought it looked really, really interesting. How am I not going to see this film starring our wonderful queen, Mia Goth, who is just fantastic in the film? And going into it, even though I did see the trailer, I'd forgotten about the details of the trailer, which is a good thing because I feel like you should really come into this film as blind as possible and ignoring all the elements that the trailer kind of brings up into the story and the plot. But this is more of an experience. It's more climax and less plot-driven character film. Insert here. Basically, Infinity Pool gave me everything I wanted and more. It was the most psychotic, wild, insane, crazy ride I have not been on in a very long time, and it's still very unique to itself. There's nothing quite like it I have ever seen before in a film, and that's the highest grade compliment I can give to a film. And this is just my initial kind of viewing. This is my initial reaction. I saw it last night, and I just cannot stop thinking about it. I'm going to be gushing all over it on this review, so you've been warned. If you don't like positive praise in your reviews, I guess just tune out now, because this is the review. I loved Infinity Pool. It was amazing. It was crazy. It really fucked my brain in such the best way, and it is hard to describe, and I'm not going to be giving any spoilers, not even to the initial inciting incident of the film. Everything about this is the best to go into this blind as possible, without seeing a trailer, without even knowing who's in it, not kind of leaving your expectations at the door, but still having really high expectations for something of this caliber, because this is definitely a cinematic experience I've been yearning for a long time now. Probably haven't been this shocked and appalled in a good way since I saw The Neon Demon from 2016 by Nicholas Winding Refn, which is a film I also love. This film kind of took it a lot further, though. It definitely gets crazy. I could best describe it as a dark comedic sci-fi horror thriller is the best kind of genre bending I could probably put it into. Genres aside, this is definitely just a really well made, well crafted piece of filmmaking. It's well acted. Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth are just fucking fantastic. It's lightly over the top and has some really interesting things underneath the surface as well, which I'll try to get into vaguely. This review is going to be kind of vague, non-spoilery, but it's just kind of hard to get all my troubled thoughts out because this is just an amazing experience. So what is this film about? To put it simply, is about a couple who's on vacation into this exotic country, and they befriend this couple while on vacation, and they're taken to the seedy kind of underworld of sex, drugs, murder, mayhem. It's really about embracing your primitive animal instincts you have within you, the crazy psychotic side within you. When you throw out all reason and logic out the door, out the window, it's about embracing your crazy side is the best way I could kind of describe it, and that's kind of what I got out mostly from Infinity Pool. Now, this is the first Brandon Cronenberg joint I have seen. I have not seen Possessor yet, and what I really love about this film is you can't really second guess it. You can't really understand what's kind of coming next or what's happening as it's happening. There are a lot of crazy twists and turns, and not even that's kind of generic to say, because there's just so much fucked up shit packed into this. Kind of tells a story about influence and what influence can have, a toxic influence even. These people are insane, they're murderers, they're degenerates, they'll do anything and everything in this pursuit of having a good time. It's not as surface level as that, though, because there's a lot more going on underneath, at least is what I found, because we are just such domesticated animals, and these people are domesticated animals, and it's all about kind of unleashing that, getting rid of the chains and bounds that kind of force us to kind of live in the polite society. It's definitely a satire and commentary on that, and some really interesting kind of aspects when kind of delving into this sort of thing. It doesn't get too heavy-handed. It doesn't get too preachy. It doesn't go, oh, are we all animals? Are we all crazy? Are we all just inherently violent? And, you know, there's some good points to be said about that. And I really enjoyed the points that the film brought up when said about that. Well, let's get to the aspects that I enjoyed the most. Of course, Alexander Skarsgård, brilliant. Mia Goth, fucking superb. She is delightfully over the top. I mean that in the most sincere, complimentary way. She is just amazing. She is a queen. She is fierce. She is everything that I want her to be in this and more. She is just completely amazing. She has such a psychotic smile. She has such a charming and allure about her, but still very kind of innocent in a way, and or at least trying to make you think that she's innocent, because really she has a wild streak in this character within her, and she was just amazing. This solidifies me as a true Mia Goth stan / simp. I don't care what you say, she is just amazing, and I would die for Mia Goth. And the rest of the cast is just really great. Alexander Skarsgård mainly kind of goes into this group of people, this group of friends, and you're kind of, you know, think they're just very much in high society, and you really are really prepared for the kind of games that they're going to play. And it was just such a shock and surprise that I just was glowing and just had a, you know, crazy grin on my face when I was watching the entire film. It was just so amazing. And then this is the things, the experiences that hide in cinema for me. You know, you could say, oh, it's a slow burn, or you could say, oh, it's just style over substance, but I really don't think that's the case here. I really think that Brandon Cronenberg is kind of saying things about high society and kind of celebrating the cruelty and madness about it, but also poking fun at it, and also just having fun. You know, I just had so much fun with my experience with Infinity Pool, but yet there's a kind of edge to it that I love when I see a film. I want that kind of edge, you know. I got that edge in films like Pearl from last year, which I really loved, also with Mia Goth. She continues that edge with her performance, and Brandon Cronenberg has an edge to his filmmaking, you know. There's definitely experimentation in the cinematography when it comes to extreme close-ups, when it comes to dissolves, when it comes to images and visuals that's kind of coming at you, and things I've never seen before in a film. You know, this is quite unlike any film I've ever seen, and I know people might write this off as pretentious or whatever, but I really feel like there's a lot to respect and appreciate, even if you don't like the material. And I love the fucking material in this, don't get me wrong. And there's a rawness to it, but there's also like a chic, kind of pretty, beautiful aspect to it. It's beautiful grotesqueness, it's psychotic eye candy. It is just so just mwah. I was just orgasming with my eyes the entire time, and it was just such you know, not to repeat myself, it was just an amazing experience. And this is everything I want out of a film in cinema. When I go to a theater, I'm not really sure. I'm on the edge of my seat, kind of anticipating what this could be. I've heard the rumblings about this film. I heard that, you know, it's controversial, it's bloody, it's violent. And the version I saw was the R-rated version. I know there's an NC-17 version in there. And I'm excited to eventually see the NC-17 version. But I've got to say, this was graphic. This was brutal. This is cruel. This was just insane. You know, the amount of blood, the amount of violent, the sex acts, the total debauchery in this film was just off the fucking charts. And I just can't imagine what they have in the NC-17 version. You're going to have some expectations coming into this, who the director is, who the son of the director is, and who's attached, and the type of material that you kind of get a glimpse at with the trailer and whatnot. Though I will say, try to stay away from the trailer if you can, because it does give away a lot of the sci-fi aspects of this, which I kind of forgot about after seeing the trailer. And when I went to it, I was just like, whoa, like what's going on? Where this took a turn, and it was just totally insane, and I loved it. And I just feel that going into this blind is the best way to go in terms of a film like this, because you want to experience that, you know, blindsided kind of mind fuck that kind of goes on in this film. And part of the sci-fi element, I will not say what it is, I don't want to spoil anything, you know. Basically it's the best thing to do is just go into knowing it's about a couple and going on vacation, and it's primitive but very beautiful kind of landscape of a country, and they befriend the couple and crazy shit kind of happens, and that's, you know, that's your through line. That's what you need to dive into to get a glimpse of the setup. But everything else you should just experience it, just let it wash over you, just let it fucking wash over you, and just have a good time. Because this film was psychotic, it was mean, it was nasty, it was fucked up, but it was a lot of fun. This film was just a lot of fun, you know. And a lot of people go to superhero movies having a fun time, or they go into comedies having a fun time. You know, that's cool. You guys, you know, who enjoy that, you can have that. I don't want that personally, but when I go into a film, I want to have fun at more or less other characters' expenses, and that's kind of the vibe that kind of goes on through this to a very extreme level. And it was just a lot of fun, and I loved it. And I'm not really sure what else I can say without spoiling this thing, but all in all, there's so much love about Infinity Pool. There's so much mystery to it. Even at the last shot of the film, there's a lot of mystery to it. There's a lot of second guessing of who these characters really are and the games that they play. It's just so much fun, so amazing. I can't recommend it more. This could be my favorite film of 2023, and I might be calling a little early. We still got lots of great films coming out, but I really feel this is going to be up there for me, and that is why I'm going to give Infinity Pool a perfect score of 5 stars. It is pure cinema bliss. It is pure ecstasy visually, and it just gets under your skin and it grows on you like a disease, and you just become one with it. And that's what happened with me. I fucking love this film. I don't care what anyone says, you know, call it whatever you like, but it is an experience, and I feel it's one that you should dive into. But anyways, that's going to be my thoughts on Infinity Pool. Now, what are your thoughts on Infinity Pool? Have you seen it yet? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think about it? Let me know down there in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you'd be so kind. My name's George Ray. Thank you so much for tuning into this review. Please remember to keep calm, keep cool, keep chill, embrace great cinema, embrace Infinity Pool. I'll see you on the next video. Until then, peace out.